Hello, I'm probably riding my bike. Another day of bike questing ahead, this time with my Monopole cargo bike. I've got that much more to carry today. The main quests today are to deliver some more calico flat white shirts, stop off at Rookie Bike to get my wheels trued and running more smoothly, and also picking up some pre-loved items from a friend. And there's sure to be some side quests of food and coffee too. Those side quests usually end up being the main event anyway. And first, the stop off will be for some lunch. I love that I can get a lot of places on the majority of the Han River bike path. It's great to live not too far away from it, and I usually end up going places not too far away from the other side. This path is actually off one of the tributaries of the Han River, heading out towards Achasan for some Japanese food, some soba noodles. Also, this week is one of my favourite times in Korea, and you're very soon about to see why. It's cherry blossom season. Seoul has come to life with these beautiful blossoms popping out everywhere. There are lots of famous places to go and look at them, but basically you'll see them anywhere. And this is a place I haven't seen them before, one of my new favourites. I'll stop talking so you can admire how glorious it is. A bike path and cherry blossoms, match made in heaven. Absolute perfection. The cherry blossoms come and go so quickly, and it's easy to get yourself worked up about it and feel kind of stress and panic that you have to go to all the best places to see them. This year I decided not to get worked up and just to see them if I see them and enjoy them in the moment without too much planning. Luckily they're basically everywhere, so you can just serendipitously enjoy them. I stopped for a little while, but I had to get to lunch in time. Apparently the place is a popular spot, and my friend was already waiting in line. So I shredded my way over there, on the mixed-use bike path. Arrived just in time, as soon as our table was ready. This restaurant is Sobaku by Achasan Station. I think it's one of Hyunuk's favourites. He comes here quite often and wanted to show it to me. And we ordered the large-sized soba, an absolute mountain of noodles. It came with the usual dipping sauce, tempura and karaage. It was so good. Some of the best soba noodles I've had in Korea. And the portion was insane. But don't worry. We're both members of the Clean Bowl Club. No waste. I haven't completed any quests yet. Just the side quest of lunch. And now the second side quest of, you guessed it, coffee. Today is the absolute perfect bike riding weather. A nice fresh breeze in the air, the warmth of the sun, and just wearing some light layers. I rode a bike all year, but this is really the best. On the way we were talking about what makes a good dad bike. Hyunuk's been a dad for a few months now, and I'm going to be becoming one soon. I think when they're small, just a couple of seats, like a two-less seat on the front or back, is good enough. But maybe when they get a bit bigger, a cargo bike is right. I'm going to go into the wormhole of sorting that out and thinking about what setup I would like. What do you think makes the best kind of dad bike? or mum bike, Mamachari. I've never been around this part of Seoul before, by the Children's Grand Park. It's a nice quiet residential neighbourhood with smaller buildings and some cute cafes. This is Cafe Fussant. It turned out that Hyunuk knew the barista. Basically it's because Hyunuk seems to know everyone in Seoul. The barista used to work in Mesh Coffee, so we knew the coffee was going to be good. And it certainly was. And the fact that it was a glorious day and we were sitting outside made it taste even better. Absolutely one of my favourite things. Sitting outside on a glorious day, enjoying a delicious coffee. Look how happy I am. Sometimes the experience around a good coffee or a delicious meal enhances the flavour. Just like if you're on holiday in Italy and you have a limoncello after your meal, it tastes incredible. If you buy a bottle and take it home, it's not quite the same. I do think this coffee I had would be delicious any time, but this perfect day made it even better. On the way to Hyunuk's house to pick up some pre-loved items for our new arrivals, finally getting to their first quest of the day. Hyunuk had given a lot more than I expected, and we were skeptical whether we could fit it all on this little cargo bike. But the Monopole is small and mighty. It can carry a lot more than you think. This load wasn't heavy, but it was quite bulky, and I got a lot of strange looks on the way. Most people would want to carry this by car, but I'm happy to have a car off the road and be doing it by bike instead. So that's one quest underway, and now on to the next one. I've got this calico shirt to deliver. This next quest is actually killing two birds in one stone, because the shirt is for Rookie Bike, who's also helping me with one of the other quests of fixing my wheels. I was noticing that my cargo bike didn't feel quite as good as it did before, and there was some strange clicking sound, and it turned out it was from a couple of loose spokes, which happens sometimes with new wheels. So I'm heading through Kongdae University over to Rookie Bike to sort that out, riding my fully loaded compact cargo bike through the tiny little alleyways. I always enjoy coming here to see what bikes he has at the moment, and a fresh delivery of Rivendell Atlantis. Beautiful. Whoever got these frames are very lucky indeed. Someone even swapped out their Appaloosa frame for a new Atlantis, just for the colour, because they're basically the same bike anyway. I usually do my own work on bikes, but I don't have the tools or expertise to work on wheels. And Rookie does it way faster than I would. It would take me a whole day probably. While I was waiting, I got to try out his dad bike with the front seat Again, I was lucky to get one of these seats gifted to me by a friend whose kid had outgrown his. I feel like with child seats it's quite nice to have them up front so you can share and talk about your experience together. Even better would be this giant cargo up front. Wheels tensioned, and the bike has a new fancy reflector or reflective tail. 2 quests completed. Rookie's happy with his shirt, and I'm happy with my strong, solid wheels. The bike already feels so much better. I'd advise anyone with a new bike or relatively new wheels to go and get them checked after a few months. Looking like a madman with my baby gem on the front of my bike, heading home and having so much fun. Cargo bikes are nice to ride, but they really come to life when you're carrying a load of stuff up the front. With babies on the way, I appreciate getting all this pre-loved stuff. It's hard to know exactly what you're going to need, especially with the internet and social media and capitalism telling you that you need to buy everything. I'm trying to be more of a conscious consumer and more minimal with what I actually need. I'm sure half the stuff that people out there are telling you what to buy is unnecessary and not needed and just wasteful. I try to get a lot of the stuff secondhand because there's so much available, because you only use it for a few months or a couple of years. So I'm sure people have their houses full of just stuff they don't need anymore. But who knows, maybe when they arrive I'll panic, buy everything. But I already feel like our house is filling up with enough stuff already. On the way home, I was lucky enough to get to see the same cherry blossoms again. The most famous places to see the cherry blossoms in Seoul are Yeouido and Jamsil, both overrated in my opinion. Too many people. The one by Yeouido is next to a car road, and you're just wedged into the sidewalk with loads of other people and no chance to really enjoy them. There's plenty of other places like this to enjoy them in peace, away from the crowds. If you have a chance, next spring, just get a bike and go and explore, and you'll see the cherry blossoms anyway. You'll get to see plenty of other blossoms and flowers around too. It's really a lovely time to be here. My cargo bike quests for the day almost completed. I hope you've enjoyed joining me. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. See you later.